Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the one and only After Chillers on a Tuesday right here on your favorite channel, MacG. This is the home of Podcast and Chill with MacG, the queer way of life with Bucci, and a whole lot of other awesome shows. I just want to say I'm happy to see everybody being so happy because the president decided, let's open the country and let everyone drink whatever they want and you can party until 10 p.m. I know a lot of people have been chilling indoors and they can't even get their stepping right. A lot of people have lost their dancing groove. And one thing that I can tell you right now, and take it as an advice, I advise you to quickly make friends with Lamise Holworthy. Make sure that you become friends with Lamise, because Lamise is the only person that can teach you how to dance without asking. Lamise makes sure that she teaches everybody who's around her how to dance. And it's quite easy for Kulichana to differentiate between a person who's lying to him about being friends with Lamise, because there's only one thing that Kulichana can do to you to prove that you are his wife's friend. This is how Kulichana is gonna bust you. Who's at the door? Utlohobala, wait. Dumelang, Libaloy, Asho Grutman. Oringa Melady, Akumna to Grutman. What can I do you for, my nigga? And the club on Alamis. Oh, you here to see the hottest chick in the game. Umwitete guy. Akum Tibela Koskela, Nerkela Sakaufel. So you say you know her from school, right? Shopra Kuli. Prove it. Okay, prove. Let's go. Jive, you shit. Munloy. Jive. Senguile me. Jive. You shit. Untladitse lady, ke a go tshepa yaanong. Lamise! You know what? I don't understand why you, Speedy, cannot dance today, because you work with Lamise every single Friday. I see her making everyone dance. I mean, look at Lulo Cafe. Lulo Cafe can dance now. Lulo can whip it out. Lulo can bring out the moves.
He can whip it out. What's he whipping out?
He whips it out like he turns sideways. He dry. Lamise will make you dance. So tell me, why can't you dance after dancing for so long, bro?
I don't know. I just wasn't blessed like that. Unfortunately, when it comes to the hips, it's like who's Steve? I get to explain it. It's Steve. Like, I try by all means to make a move, but it just doesn't move. So I'll stick to bobbing my head. Yeah, that's the most I can do.
So, but every Friday you come to Lamise. Like, how does it happen that there's always a video of you guys trying? Like, I know you can only bob your head, but I see you. Like, how does she get you to try dancing?
It's mainly because of the fun that we're having prepping the show, you know.
Yeah.
We have tons of fun when we're rehearsing and you're kind of going through the whole show and you're getting into the zone, and that's where you'll normally catch me, like goofing around, just having fun, kind of like getting ourselves ready for the live show, you know. And that's why, even though I don't know how to dance, I'll still have fun, you know, and it can be a laugh and it can be like yeah, that's who he is. That's him. You know, I'm not gonna try. Like she tries to teach me all these things. Like I don't like. It's weird. I don't want to do it. I don't. You know, like I just want to enjoy the music and move in my way, I guess.
Because every time I see you guys dancing, because I've been thinking, like, okay, Lamise always makes people dance. Like, how does it happen? So I thought maybe she's got a piece of gum and you want a piece of gum. You're like, yo, Lamise, can I have a piece of gum? Jaiva pili. Ke batla o jaive pili.
No. It's because of her energy. You know, she has that kind of energy that when even from makeup, you know, we're having such a good time and you're laughing. By the time she gets into the studio, so I always arrive for rehearsals. I always arrive first, and then she comes after me because she's doing her makeup and that thing. But the moment she gets into the studio, she gets there when the music is really, really loud and it's a party. You know, she's getting into her zone. So that energy spreads onto everybody in the whole crew. You know, the whole production. You must see how, you know, I think people a lot of the time people think when you're shooting TV, it's really serious, but it is serious. But you should see the energy in those Urban Breeze studios when we're shooting live amp on a Friday night. Like everybody is happy, you know. So that's why you find me trying to dance. Everybody's trying to. The cameraman.
It's a whole vibe, man. I know I've been there, and big shout out to Lamise, man. Always bring out the good spirits in everybody. I mean, who knew you were gonna see Lulo Cafe dancing one day, and she really took it out of him, and now Lulo is lost now. You know what I mean?
He's having fun. You know, he's having fun, and I mean. That show of theirs is also sounding so amazing. I also dance. You know, I dance in my head when I'm driving, listening to them. So I can only imagine how nice it is for them when the music is loud in the studio and they're together and the whole vibe. I understand why he's dancing. He's having a good time, you know? Yeah.
I mean, when you started Live Amp, a lot of people didn't know how stylish you were, bro. Like with Live Amp, you know, like it brought out that whole speedy, like, hey, Joe, like I dress very well. I love my clothes. And so I just want to know, like who dresses you like on a TV show like Live Amp?
On a TV show, shout out to Nadia Omar. She's got a company called From Way to Way. She dresses me for the TV show, and she had been dressing me for my music videos and like press releases, press photo shoots and stuff as well prior to Live Amp. Then she got into Live Amp by herself or whatever. And then we used to have like 4 different stylists on Live Amp where we'd explain our style and they would try different styles. But then in the end, we just ended up going with Nadia because she, over time, she got to understand Lamise and I's style. So she got to really understand like what we're comfortable in and what makes us happy. And she got it like spot on, you know. So she's actually got a new challenge now because we haven't been on air for I think since October to now. I'd say about 5-6 months we weren't on air. And in those 5-6 months, I don't know about Lamise, but personally my style has changed as well. You know, so she's very like she's stressed right now in terms of like getting the looks right, and for me that's the most important thing, you know. And I think the other most important thing about style is being able to have your own style, because it's very easy to copy other people's style. So I'm constantly trying to find my own style so I can stand out as an individual.
And then most of the clothes they bring in are from like they source them out. They source out a whole lot of clothing and then they put it on you. But I remember you once told me that sometimes when you like certain pieces, you end up buying them. But it has been happening a lot. So, which makes me wonder, how big is your wardrobe, man?
My wardrobe is it's bad. Like things, it's really, really bad. I have too much clothes, and exactly what you're saying. She'll put me into something on a Friday night, and I'll be like, "Whoo." I feel really nice in this outfit. I like it, you know, and it's always local stuff. So I'll be like, let me support it. Sometimes the guys will be like, hey, you can have it, you know. So a lot of the times as well, the guys gift me with outfits on Fridays, which is really, really cool because I get to still push the whole local brand thing, you know. So it's going to be an interesting phase now that I'm going into, because I think I've been doing that for quite some time, but now I'm also working on my own clothes, you know, so it's going to be very interesting to see who can actually fit into what my style is evolving into, because I am creating that myself already, you know. I think it's time for that.
My man, some of us, anything you can design, as long as we can be able to get it, we will wear it. And also, I remember you used to have a clothes run where you give away some of your clothes. Do you still do that?
Yep.
When do you do that?
I haven't done that in a long time.
Honestly, because of COVID and stuff.
Look, besides that, I'm gonna be dead honest. I'm a big hoarder. Like all my friends, my helper, everyone's always like, "Come on," you know.
Yeah.
I'm a very big hoarder because I feel like I always give away clothes, but I always keep certain clothes. So
yeah.
Where like right now, everything that I have is things that I've kept. It's like I know it's a lot, but I've kept it because like one day I know I'll have like a mansion, which is actually my closet.
Then you'll have a room for white t-shirts. You'll have a room for jeans.
And I don't want to. And I've had this experience a lot of times where 5 years later I see you, Jawz, wearing that t-shirt I gave you, and I'm like, fuck, why did I give you like? Because you're styling it so nicely, you know. Like that's how much of a hoarder I am. I'm very like, I love my clothes, you know, and I'll always give away, and I'll always help out where I can with things where I feel like, you know what, I'm not gonna wear this. Let's be honest. But there's lots of pieces that I just want to keep, that I want to have till I'm like 50 and show my kids one day. There's a lot. I have a lot of those with sneakers and with like clothes.
I've got a question from one of the chillers watching, Oyama. She's been pestering me like she wants to know, is Speedster single? What do you want to do about it, Oyama? But I'm sure he can answer that.
Yes, I'm very single, not looking for anything really, just trying to align things and just kind of like minding my own business and doing my own thing for a bit. I think I've always been to be the loving guy. I love love, so I've always been in long relationships. So it's actually the first time in my life where I'm really, really single, and not for like a short period, like a long period. Which is something I think I feel like I needed. So yeah, very, very much single, loving it, and just chilling, kicking it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to wait for a little bit until Speedster decides he's back in the dating game. Then I'll let you know.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for anything. I'm easy.
So man, I mean, you are skating, and I didn't know how big skating. I know it's big in the States, overseas, and everything. I mean, I saw this post of a South African skateboarder. Her name is Wipelo from Kimberley, who is representing South Africa at the Tokyo Olympics. Did you want to take it to that level when you started skating?
As a kid, yes, definitely. I think that's why this past weekend was so special, you know?
Yeah.
As a kid, I always wanted to be either a famous DJ or a pro skateboarder. That was like initially what I always wanted to do. And even kids in school never really understood me. I was always very different, always very quiet, but like up to something, like very, not weird, like creepy, but weird, like, in his own little world, you know? So yeah, so as a kid, it was a dream, but then you grow up and whatever. But it's amazing to see how far things have come, you know? And even for Boipelo, it's so inspiring to like other like black young little girls who want to skate, to show that like it's possible, you know. And it was just unfortunate I don't think people know this, but Boipelo actually ended up not skating because she hurt herself in practice 2 days before the contest, right? And the injury was like really, really serious to a point where she couldn't skate. She probably won't be on a skateboard for a while. So it was just a little bit sad. But, you know, I think nonetheless, congratulations to her for making it there. She's inspired so many other girls. And that's why I like to I wouldn't say fight is the right word, but I really, really like to stand up and try and make things better for skateboarding, because if there was more skateboarding facilities in our country, imagine how many other Olympians we would have, you know, but we don't have facilities. So a lot of kids want to skate, but they don't know where to get a skateboard. They don't know where to skate. So it becomes very, very difficult. But imagine we can start developing that for the next Olympics. Then we know we have at least 5-10 athletes in one division. That's just skateboarding, you know. I'm not even speaking about other sports. So it's a really long story, but yeah, man, Boipelo and Brandon did us really, really well. We've got Melanie, who is actually on her way to Tokyo now, because last weekend was the street. So it's street skateboarding. That was the final. So this coming weekend is the vert finals, which is like with guys
the big ramp and it's like a Red Bull type of thing.
Yeah, so we've got Melanie representing us, who is currently, as we speak, on the flight to Tokyo. So yeah, all the best to her. Hopefully she also does well there.
I mean, you love it so much to an extent that you ended up building your own skate park. I know it didn't even come cheap, but didn't you get to a point where you're like, ish, and like, I'm crazy here. Is this gonna work or what?
I did. I did. Lots of times. There's been lots of times I'm just stressed and I don't know like the way forward, you know. But I've been keeping the faith. It hasn't been easy, but I've been keeping the faith, and things are slowly but surely like really, really coming together. There's actually something I'm working on right now, which is also got to do with the skate hub. So there's been a lot of times where I want to give up, but then I kind of like ask myself why I started, you know, and because I love skateboarding so much, it makes it a little bit easier for me to be like, okay, this is not really a job, you know, like I love this thing. It's just a matter of figuring it out. And that was never going to be easy. I understood that from day one, you know. So I think those are the fundamental thoughts in my head whenever I feel like giving up.
Was the focus on skating and TV the reason why you took a break from music?
I think more the skateboarding, I took a break from music because I just wasn't in the right space I just felt like I wasn't in the right space to make music. And I don't like to force issues, you know. I have to feel good to make good shit, you know. So skateboarding took a lot of my time, building up a skate park, doing all of that, which is really, really dope, which is something I still work on a daily basis. Back to TV now, but as we all know, it's the last season. So I think even after this season, I'm also going to take a break from TV just for a little bit. Obviously still do my radio show, see how that goes. But I feel like I've always managed to be in the middle of being street and commercial. Yeah. What I mean by that is that like I'm street, I can be on the streets, the street skating. I know what's happening on the streets because I'm always on the ground. But I'm also able to be on a SABC One because, you know, I'm presentable and I keep it clean. Yeah. For lack of a better word. I've done that pretty well, but next year I'm turning 30 and I would like to go into the next stage in my life where I want to just try and go full street. I think I haven't done that and I just feel like I need a new challenge. I don't want to get bored. The last thing I want is to get bored. So I just, lots of changes are going to happen next year.
So you're back with the music, but one thing I want to ask you, who can we look forward to when it comes to hip hop? Because you go to a lot of people's studios and you always tell me about, 25K, his album is smash. And you told me this before he dropped his album. And there's been a whole lot of other people that you've been to their studios and you just want to, warn us.
It's it's not necessarily a whole lot of people. So I've been working closely with Gas, Stay Low, and Piff Audio, which forms Weechi, which forms Weechi 1080, which forms Pretty Ugly, which forms Zuchi Coke Dope, which forms Dia Mendes. There's a whole bunch of guys in that stable. So remember, Zuchi and I have been working on a project, and that's how I kind of hear all this music. So I happened to hear the 25K in the studio, and I also heard a bit of the Pretty Ugly in the studio, which is coming out at midnight, actually.
Pretty Ugly, he's kind of dope.
Yeah, so it's not that I'm in like 100 studios. That's what I can tell you is I'm excited for Pretty Ugly, which is coming out like now in an hour.
Yeah, all I can say, man, you see things. I mean, you're always at the right place at the right time. I mean, when you saw Blackie and Gigi Lamayne kissing, where were you? Were they hiding or were they kissing in plain sight? Did you pass them? Like, I just want to know.
Look, I was basically doing what you're doing to me right now, Joe. So I saw them hugging like really tight. And then, of course, when I got on air, I had to, give it a bit of whether maybe what I didn't see or what I did see happened. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. But hey, I saw them hugging. That's about it. Gigi confirmed on Saturday on the show that she was just hugging. So that's how we're going to go by.
All right, man. All right, the guys, the chillers, anyone want to ask Speedy a question before we wrap it up? All right, Quetta,
I got a question, Jawz.
All right, Quetta.
All right, DJ Speedster.
What's up, G?
Man, I'm good, man. I want to know, bro, like for you, especially in your radio career, man, what kind of fuels your improvement? Like, what do you look to become better? Because for me, for instance, right, I joined this other radio course by Leadership 2020. And then in this course, they give us certain things to focus on so that when you present your objective, and sometimes it's okay to give your opinion, but you must focus on the intention of the content you're creating, for example. Sure. So what are some of the things that you do or who do you look up to improve on your skill in yours?
So with my show, it's a little bit different because it's a specialized show. So we're not really trying to execute content on the show. We're more trying to bring the music to the people, right? So the show is music driven. So it's for my show. It's I need to say less and let the music kind of do the work, right? But then, when it comes to what I actually love the most about the show, I found that it was the playlist takeover. That's where like people get to give me a call and we get to interact. And it's not me just saying, hey, what song can I play for you? Like I actually like speaking to the people because I feel like we're in the 5th year now where I've kind of like built relationships with like a lot of people, which I've never met physically, right? And then I tweeted the one day and I was like, I'm still so in love with radio. And there was a guy, I don't know his name, I don't remember his name now, but he has, when I checked his bio, he had been in radio for a long time. And he was like, the reason you love that feature is because you are speaking to one person, right? The problem the mistake people make with radio is that you think you're on Metro FM, so you're speaking to 1 million people. Yes, there's 1 million people listening, but when I'm doing my links and when I'm saying something, I'm trying to give you that personal touch, so it feels like it's just you and I. So I think that's the one thing that I really, really been trying to work on, especially in the past couple of weeks, of just like being free, not being too formal because you're on this big radio station, just having fun with the radio. And I think also watching a lot of podcasts have taught me to be like, just chill. Like people on podcasts are swearing, they're fucking going crazy, but still relaying the link properly, So same with you, have fun in a formal way.
No, yeah.
It's a mouthful, I know. Sorry.
Alrighty. Speedy, man. Thanks for joining us right here on After Chillers, my brother. It's been lekker. It's been lekker, my brother. I'll check you on Saturday, my brother.
Thank you very much, guys. Much love. Yo, next week, Friday, it's the 6th of August. Brand new music. Myself, Zuchi Coke Dope, Lucas Raps, called Pardon My French. It's official. Watch out.
Did you get vaccinated? When are you getting vaccinated? My 2000.
I'm going to register on the 1st, man. Yo, Jawz, by the way, before I let you go, I saw the craziest thing ever today. I took a chill day today. I was chilling on the couch. Then I saw you dressed up all nice with this lady, and I thought, oh, my goodness, what did Jawz's wife think when they were shooting this video? But fine, let's act. Next thing, that guy, he rocks up and you got his chick, and then in the end, both of you don't leave with the
he claps me with flowers, and the day we were recording that guy took it serious, and he really clapped me with the flowers. I'm like, yo, guy, we're just shooting, man. Like, this is not real.
What did your wife say?
Your speedster, man. Before you leave, bro.
Yeah.
Before you leave, man, can I just ask this question? I know I'm a bit late. I had a connection problem.
Yeah.
Would you ever jump on my piano track like Cass and Reason? Would you ever do any my piano track, if ever?
I won't say no, because I never know what the future holds, But I was in the studio recently when I was working on this new music, and we did work on a couple of new sounds, and. I just found myself going home and saying, but this is not you, so the songs are really good, but it was just so difficult for me to listen to them in my car, and if I can't listen to the song all day when I'm chilling or partying or swimming or skating or whatever it is that I'm doing, and it doesn't feel good to me, then I can't force that, because if I were to force that, it's going to be evident, so not saying no, but I think I just want to continue to stay in my lane.
All right.
You're purist, hip-hop head.
All right, Speedy, go pack your wardrobe. And get ready for the weekend. All right, ciao, Speedy, man. Check you on the flip side, my brother. For those people who are scared of vaccinating, let's see. Aish, I know you are scared of vaccinating.
I don't even know how to feel about it, man. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna get it because some places they're gonna deny you access when you don't have the vaccine.
You know what?
Ask DJ Dira about that, buddy.
And then
hey dog, Facts Devon Rock. Did you see
Dira
it?
says what? Facts Devon Rock, December 2021, no vaccine card, no entry. So he's urging everyone to go get vaccinated. Who is going to get vaccinated? Who is not? And why aren't you getting vaccinated? I got vaccinated because I needed to protect myself, and I think this is the only way out, bro. Like, I don't see any other way. Like, this is like a bulletproof, bro. Like, I know you can shoot me on the head, but with the vaccine, I know I might not get hectically sick. And some people have got a whole lot of conspiracies regarding this vaccination. And first of all, the government is gonna track us. Like, first of all, who the fuck are you?
Change your DNA.
Who are you?
You know what?
Do you think the government, now you've got so much big secrets that the government are gonna get your focus on you? Like, the government doesn't give a fuck about you, and they say. It's population control. Do you think, like the way we are taking vaccine, do you really think they'll just go all random and start killing people? Like, even if they're trying to control the population.
I just think that people don't need you to shove it in their faces. People don't have to feel compelled to take the vaccine. But I mean, it should be a voluntary kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people should be more educated about it. People should know the positive rather than the negatives, but people should be more educated. I think that's the most important thing. But you should never force anyone to get vaccinated. Because if you do that, then people are going to gonna repel.
A lot of people, are scared of needles, man. It'll be time for people like you, because I know you are scared of needles, bro. You wanted the vaccine to come in a pill.
Man, anytime, any day, bro. Anytime, any day. Who wants to get poked by a needle?
Aye, man.
I think not.
No, did you guys hear about DJ Jawz?
Or the Amapiano Awards.
With the South African Amapiano Awards. I mean, yo, what a turn-off, man. I mean, everyone was just, supporting this whole idea. So apparently, allegedly, this idea was stolen from his team. He got hired by a team, and he decided, these guys are wasting way too much time. Let me take this idea and run with it and make it my own. So there was a press conference on Zoom. It was hosted by Faye Omar and Brandina Ngobo, who are the directors of the Amapiano Awards. They came out to say DJ Jawz has been running around speaking to people such as MacG on his podcast Punting. What is really a stolen idea? That interview, as well as the one done by City Press, now stands as evidence or paper trail of theft of intellectual property. So, we might not see the Amapiano Awards coming to us anytime soon.
Yeah, but DJ Jawz he was trying something for the people. I mean, obviously, when you're trying something, it's at its teething stages. So you're bound to have problems. You're bound to have people who are going to cry foul. It's a competition. Someone has to win. Someone has to win. And people are always going to make noise. Yeah. Because that's all that they're doing.
But that still doesn't justify if the fact that he stole it. Like, if he stole it, it's still wrong, Like, the fact that this is great for the culture and all that, like, doesn't work. Like,
especially because
we conceptualize together.
Yeah, especially because they conceptualize it together. They rope him in, and next thing he's doing it by himself.
No, but they have to prove it. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah,
they'll have to prove it.
I think they say they have proof, so we'll just wait for the outcome and see what's happening. Yeah.
Sure. I feel sorry for Jawz, eh? Well, if it is true.
Yeah, man. You know what? I was watching Podcast and Chill, the episode where MacG was talking about Eusebius talking big English words and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Mari, does MacG know this legend called Cobrizi? Does he know a legend called Cobrizi? He doesn't know Cobra. He's playing around.
Cobra's a legend.
Cobra is a super legend. MacG, you don't know about Cobra. So I'm going to sign out with one English guy who taught Cobra his tricks about the English language command. Shout out to you guys for hanging out. Sam Kwena. It's been real. This is how we sign off. Let me give it to you guys, the English guy who taught Cobra how to speak English. Let's go with it. Let's see.
Looking at it as a Nigerian, what's your thought about what's been happening in Rivers State?
Let me say prestissimo, that is as quickly as possible, that the political krinkum, or if you like, the political higgy-haga that has enveloped the politics of Rivers State for a period of time now has all the trappings of an odoriferous saga. Kum gagatwan gaga. And I am maniacally bewildered that this flashpoint is of no serious concern to the Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is because all the flashpoints of war that has snowballed and transmogrified into bringing about a calamitous end for Nigeria always had their terminus arco, their source of origin, that is, either in one state or in one region. I can see the ship of the Nigerian state hovering around the political Bermuda Triangle. And if we do not take very urgent and responsible steps to meander the interstices of eschewable cataracts, landmines, waterfronts, icebergs, and oxbolecs, the ship of the Nigerian state just now has all the capacities and possibilities of birthing in a disastrous and pestilential aqua of a terminus ad quem. Let me say that my critical history and historiography of the study of the war of attrition and belligerency in Rivers State did not commence with the Obi-Okpo political tendency. It commenced, strictly speaking, with the suspicion by some power centers that Governor Rotimi Amaechi nurses an ambition for the vice presidency of this country.
So are you saying all of this is happening because of the 2015 election?
Oh, it's very crystal clear, like the biblical teke mene you fasting.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Remember to subscribe to my channel, DJ Jawz TV on YouTube. DJ Jawz TV on YouTube. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I go on. Ciao, ciao!